So if you have ever started playing Phasmophobia, you know that leveling up is stupid. The levels are hard to get, money is tight, and it seems that everyone is at such an unobtainable level. After realizing that YouTube is a thing, you go over and search how to get levels and money fast. But they're all so complicated, requiring the ability to know footstep sounds, a good understanding of the game, and high-level items. Well, I was in that situation. When I started playing again, I last played when the lobby was in a crappy garage, dots weren't a thing, and I was considered a good VR player. So when I started playing again, I finally realized how badly needed a beginner tutorial really is. Now, this isn't a guide for if you know a bunch about the game. However, this is a way for low playtime players or returning players alike to get back into the swing of things and get back on their feet. It is also fairly customizable for how far you progress with it, like with tripods, dots, and salt. Now, this strat takes advantage of the custom difficulty setting system in the game. First off, you start with 100% sanity, 0 sanity pill restoration, sanity drain speed at 200%, sprinting off, player speed 100, flashlights on, and lose items and consumables on. While not being able to sprint seems like a fairly big nerf, it truly isn't once you understand how this strategy works. Now, for the custom ghost settings, the ghost speed will be set at 100. Low roaming frequency does not change favorite rooms, that is important. High activity level, low event frequency, no friendly ghosts, 0 grace periods, hunt durations on high, evidence given, 100% fingerprint chance, and 15-second fingerprint duration. Now, while if you don't understand what a grace period is, well then, you might be asking, what is it? It's basically the amount of time that the ghost has to wait before it can kill you while it's hunting. This strategy does not rely on hunts, so that will be out of question. Now, fingerprint duration, why is that at 15? Well, because it adds a bunch to the multiplier, and also, it really does not matter if you are paying attention. Now for the arguably most important part, the contract custom settings. Setup time is 0, weather, snow, doors starting open, high, number of hiding places, low, sanity monitor and activity monitor, those are optional. I have them off just for the little bit more multiplier. Fuse box at the start of contract, on, and fuse box visible on the map, off. The weather being snow makes it so that your thermometer in the entire house starts at 5 degrees. And the fuse box starting on will make the rest of the house hotter other than the ghost room. So that means that the thermometer would be a great way to find locations if there are no ghost rooms. Okay, so I start off the game grabbing UV, thermometer, and EMF. I throw the thermometer through the door and go grab a video camera so that I can go test for ghost rooms. Before I go too far into investigating, I hear a noise, so I instantly start looking for EMF, not going too deep into a dive. However, I will remember that for later. Now, after searching for a while and seeing no ghost orbs, I decide to head back to the front, grab the thermometer, and start checking. As I'm checking, I'm seeing as it slowly goes up, temperature by temperature. After I check all the areas around where I heard the first sound, I go back to the front room and I see it instantly start dropping again, so I know it's that room. After that, I hear a cup fall, so I go check it for EMF really quickly and head back to the truck. Next, I grab Spirit Box, Ghost Writing, and Dots, because those 3 will take the longest. Once I head back to the house, I instantly get Ghost Writing and Dots on the ground while I start checking for Spirit Box. These guys always take the longest, so I always want to get them done first. As you heard, I just got Spirit Box, so I instantly turn on the lights to not waste sanity, head out, and mark that I got Spirit Box. Now headed back to the truck, I grab another Ghost Writing and Dots. The higher the chance to interact with them, the better. Now, I would have grabbed Salt here, however, I didn't bring it, and it would have been a really good way to get. As I place down the second Ghost Writing book, it starts writing the first one, so I set up the second dots, head out, and mark that I got Ghost Writing. Now, you could do this from inside the house, however, I watch from the truck and mark off that there is no ghost orbs. Heading back in, I realize that the ghost has turned off the breaker, so I check the handprint and look around for the breaker, turning it on to not waste too much sanity. Now, I just heard the closet door move, so I go near it with UV and the EMF so I could check it, and it ends up being UV. So I head back to the truck, close the truck, and mark that it's a poltergeist. Now, as you can see here, for this rather simple investigation, it gave me enough XP to fully level up once. In summary, you can see that it was a fairly easy one, not even being a 7-minute investigation. Now here are less important stats, the ghost stats. You can look at them if you want, however, I would just skip them. Now, if you liked the video, please like and subscribe. It takes a few seconds, and a lot of time and effort went into this with testing and just limit testing and just everything in general. So please, if you could find it in you, please subscribe.